Cancer, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Cancerian sun, moon, and rising sign. Yes, my lovely Cancerians, this is Michelle from Born Without Boundaries. I am an astrologer, tarot card reader, and I use astrology and tarot to provide you with insights every single week to empower you to make the absolute best decisions for the energy around you. Now, there is always an extended reading. That link is down below, and I hope that you join me for it. There are two options to join me for it. You can either just hit that link below and go over to Vimeo and get that one video, or you can join my Unbound membership and get full access to every single one of my extended readings for the rest of your life as a member, as well as at least 2 sessions with me live for members only, where I will answer any tarot questions, as many questions as you have, just throw them at me in a big old group chat where we all help and support and love on each other. So I hope that you will join. Let's get to it. Let's start with the astrology, because I think the astrology is important and it informs the tarot. So, do you feel it? It's power. It is. Because there's a lot of vitality right now in your 7th house. Now, 7th house is a house of partnership, but your house of partnership is Capricorn. And what does that mean? It is through partnership that we build out into the world. You know, which really makes sense for Cancerians, being the mother of the zodiac. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female, but this is all about, it's like really, really thriving through partnership to create something in the world. So we have Venus and Mars conjunct, right? Guys, this is not about sex. A lot of people are saying it's about sex. It's not about sex. It's about vitality. It is about the ability to bring something new into the world. It's the ability to act. It's the confidence and the energy to get it going and start it now. This could happen in your life as a new partnership, right? Or a different way of looking at partnership. But I think it's bigger than that, because, you know, Venus and Mars in Capricorn, God bless the Capricorns, because I love me some Capricorns. But it's not the sexiest energy. However, it is the most productive energy. That kind of energy in Capricorn is going to imbibe you with the ability to get any shit you want fucking done. And you can focus this. You can focus it onto what really matters to you. What really matters to you. You get to decide that. I don't care what house it is in. You get to decide where you want to execute change the most in your life. You have the vitality to do that. You have it. It's right there in your grasp. So, let's get into the cards. You ready? Oh, I'm sorry, little bug. My beautiful little Cocker Spaniel Kisses sits right beneath my foot and then gets all kinds of pissy when I kick her. I don't kick her on purpose. I love her. Cancer. Lord, what are the messages you need to share with Cancer? So that you know, because guys, do me a favor. Leave in the comments below what part of the reading really resonates with you. Just leave the timestamp down below, because I'd love to know. And for those of you who are asking, I am a Cancerian. I'm a Cancerian, Sun, Moon, and Jupiter, stellium in Cancer. Everything. Cancer is my midheaven as well. So, you know, see the big picture. What the hell is that? A lot of the cards fell out together. So that kind of means they have a combined meaning. So let's put them all out. Be here now. See the big picture, but be here now. That seems like contradiction, right? I don't think so. I think that right now is like we're at the root of the future. Watch and wait. This is Piscean energy. Be here now. See the big picture. Watch and wait. Okay. Tend to the small things. Okay, this is Virgo energy. You're going to have to work on something. I mean, actually just work. In other words, you're going to have to keep the energy flowing, Cancerians, right? By every single day doing little bits. It's not about the quantity or like working 16-hour days. It's about the consistency is what this card is saying, right? It's about the way that you go after the work. That is going to be the difference between whether you fail or whether you win. Okay? Here we go. Claim your independence. Bam. And then set healthy boundaries. Bam. Okay. Right there in front of me, there's something I cannot ignore. And that is, this has to be addressed. And that is somebody is stepping all over your boundaries. Okay. You can fix this. It is in your power. This is not out of your control. But little bits of shit have been adding up, bugging you. You have to address it now. And you can address it. Look, God gave us the mice, right? All kinds of cluttering up your shit, right? Right? Bugging you, pestering you. And then you have claim your independence, the cat. The cat and mouse game. What is the difference between the cat and mouse game? What is this? Set healthy boundaries. What are the healthy boundaries that you need to set to keep something from pestering you, bugging you, bothering you, or just overrunning your personal space? It's not about breaking up. It's not about quitting a job. It's about setting boundaries so that a situation that is bugging you or pestering you will actually become under your control. And it can empower you, is what it's saying. It's almost like what a dam does to a river. It harnesses the power of the river by controlling by controlling the flow. You got to control this flow. Don't let it run all over you. Okay? But it's not wasted. This is not wasted power. This is not wasted opportunity. Don't waste this opportunity. You got to set some guidelines with somebody. But it's essential, not only for success, but it's essential for you to be stronger and to learn that you're capable of setting these boundaries. Now we have see the big picture. This is all in the past. And then we have be here now. Now these two cards represent Venus energy because this is Taurus and this is Libra. What is this about? What is this about? Well, what is Venus energy about? Value. That's what it's about. How do you feel most valued? And what in your life do you value? Those are Venus's really primary questions. What do you romanticize? What do you adore? What makes your heart go putter putter? What do you invest in? What do you put your money in? I always say where you put your energy is what you value the most. So where have you been losing your energy or allowing your energy to drain or be wasted? Because right now you are so vital. There's so much energy. We talked about that when we were discussing the astrology. There's so much vitality in you right now, Cancerians, that to waste it is unacceptable. It's unacceptable bullshit. So what is it? I want to know what, I want to know where, I want to know whom is encouraging you to, or how you are allowing yourself to waste your energy. Now that could be eating the wrong shit. That's me. I'm going to let you know that right now. That's me. I struggle. I fucking struggle. Right? We all struggle with something. I struggle with, manja, what I put in my mouth every day. Like, it kind of doesn't stop. But that's where I struggle the most. I don't struggle with diet and exercise. I don't struggle with overspending. I don't struggle with a lot of things that I am blessed about. But I do struggle with that food, man. And it adds up. It does. I understand that. How do I set those boundaries for myself? How do I claim my independence by something that's overrunning me right now? Little things, don't they? Little things will fuck you bigger than the big things. Why? Because you don't think they're a lot. And it creeps up on you. And then all of a sudden, not only is it a lot, but it's running all over the place. And it's shitting in your cabinets. Right? So that's kind of what it is. Right now, it's the cards are asking you, how are you using your energy? Or more importantly, How are you wasting your energy by not setting boundaries and directing your flow? Question number 1. What else you got for us, God? Wait, to be continued. What's going on? Oh, transformation. Something's holding you back. Intuition. Something's holding you back. And partnerships and alliances. Okay. Let's break it down. I got to tell you what I got to tell you. There is some sort of partnership or alliance that is counterproductive in your life. Or you deprived yourself of some alliance or partnership because, well, essentially you're trying to be what you're not. Okay, don't yell at me. Or somebody else is trying to be what they're not. This is just the beginning, right? We just scratched the surface. Little old ice cap of an iceberg. Transformation and intuition are in reverse. This makes me pissed at you because you know better than to not trust your intuition. Denying yourself a change for the benefit of a bad situation. Or you realized that there was a bad relationship that was not allowing you to fucking grow. Or this is somebody else you know. But I don't like to get into other people's business. I always like to apply this to the people that I'm reading for so that you can focus on how can I improve my life and the choices I'm making about this situation. Because that's really all we can control. We cannot sit on the fucking sidelines and control other people's bad choices. That's not for us. That's not for us to decide. And we're going to drive ourselves crazy every single time we try. So there's definitely something that was here denied, right? Denied. It was not allowed to go forward, but confirmed it was counterintuitive and it was bullshit. So somebody didn't make the right choice, but they did make a fucking choice. And that choice caused a lot of the rat infestation. Okay. So now, God, what do we do? What do we do? Where do we go from here? What do we do about it? Okay, high five. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So God's answer to my question is simply this. This is Capricornian energy. We just went through a full moon. It's not a full moon in Capricorn. It was a full moon in Leo. But we just went through a full moon. This is an indication, all my Cancerians who are listening, that this shit that was denied, that was held up, and then that let in all the rats, it ended. Or something ended it. So whatever was getting in your way, or whatever was impeding you from really flourishing, the walls have been taken down. I cannot confirm if you know this yet, if you have felt the transaction, but I can tell you there has been a burst in that dam, which I was using as a metaphor for something that was good. But ultimately, it's not about flooding anything. You don't want anything to flood. But something was not just a dam, it was clogging up your works. And it was about a bad decision that had happened. A bad decision to actually not take an opportunity, or either get in a bad relationship, a bad partnership, or to not reach out, or somebody decided to not offer you an opportunity, to not offer you a partnership. It was counterintuitive, which means that when they did it, they knew intuitively they wanted to ask you. But they fucking didn't. Why? Because they denied themselves their own transformation. They took, or this is either them or you. But I'm just describing the person. They chose the easy way out so they wouldn't have to make any changes. Because they didn't want change. And that's what invited the rats in. There was a beautiful connection here. Lots of emotion here. Just a beautiful energy. Right? That was primed for partnership and sensuality and deliciousness. But instead somebody let the goddamn rats in. Why? Because they didn't want to change. Or they didn't change. Now, what happens? The end of a tough cycle approaches. And that's telling me that it happened or it's happening now. Because there's a lot of kind of productive energy in Capricorn right now. There's a lot of get her done with that Venus and Mars conjuncting, and Pluto. Let's not forget Pluto. I mean, that little motherfucker might be in the background, a planetoid instead of a planet, but he damn well, you can feel his effects. So he's changing shit. And Pluto is radical change. It feels like radical change. Really, it's radical change just because we've forgotten how long, happy birthday, Michelle Sandegate, we've needed the change. And when Pluto comes around, like, you can't ignore him. But it's stuff that's been growing over time, maybe over the lifetime, maybe over multiple lifetimes, that really needed to transform. And I think it's not just about you. Remember, Pluto's an outer planet. Mars and Venus, we feel so much more intimate with them because it affects our day-to-day lives. It's an inner planet. The outer planets feel like bigger decisions, right? They feel a little bit more distant from us, but their energy is delivered to us through the day-to-day. And then you have Uranus trine to this conjunction that happened with Mars and Venus in Capricorn. So there is definitely maybe even a standards change. Maybe even just an overall change that has really opened a door, made a crack. Okay, so how do we move on this? How do we move on this? How do we move on this? Between worlds. Between worlds. How do we move on this? How do we move on? Oh, okay. Spirit, I'm not getting you right now. I have between worlds and time for a nap. It's already done. You just have to keep moving forward one step at a time. It's already done. It's almost like rest assured. But why would they? I'm sorry, God. What is this though? Time for a nap? That doesn't make sense to me. Where can I find the answer, God? What do you want to say to me? I'm really confused with that. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. You know, this is really interesting, Cancerians, because it's basically saying, don't fight. That doesn't mean don't move forward. But this is legitimately saying, okay, clarify for me. Give me the right words. This doesn't make any sense, God. None at all. We have arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Track down your fears and desires. But what's time for a nap? Trader, and exchange energy to create abundance. And then trust in higher forces. What? Oh, Lord, Spirit, what is that? This is a bunch of contradictions. Oh, maybe you started to like pull back to protect yourself. That could be. Somebody may be withdrawing to protect themselves. That could be how they're coping. They're kind of just trying to blend in, but this is almost like a passive aggressive way of defending themselves. Is like, no, I'm going to go take a nap, or I just need a break for right now, or I'm really tired. Can we do it another night? That kind of energy is somebody's strategy here. And then hunter, track down your fears and desires. What they're really going after is something else, because they really want something else. They really want something else. They really want someone else's energy. But they're being passive aggressive about it. This could be you, Cancerians. I'm just going to lay it on the line, right? Trust in higher forces. Somebody knows already that they're halfway out the door, but they just aren't saying it out loud yet. But you can feel it. You probably already can feel it. That there's already a sense of, I'm about to merge with somebody else. Or I'm about to take this opportunity, like exchange this. I'm about to take this opportunity with this person. I'm about to say yes. Okay? And just let it be. Oh! You already shot your arrow. Now it's just, where does it land? It's like let it go. Let it out there. Did you put yourself out there? Is what this is asking you. Put yourself out there. Did you put yourself out there? And now let it go. Let God take the arrow and let it land where it may. You shot your arrow. Where's that arrow going to go? I'm going to go into tarot. I hope you guys will come with me. The links are below.